Hey guys, myself is Shotodip Sarkar, your mathematics mentor, and you are watching right now Canvas for J YouTube channel. So today in this lecture, we are going to start a new chapter, and that is basic algebra. This is the lecture one of this chapter, and this session is mainly for class 9th and 10th foundation courses for all types of competitive exams, like you can say JEE Main, JEE Advanced, KVPY, NTAC, RMO, PRMO, IQRMO, all. Okay, so today this is the lecture 1 of basic algebra, and we have to cover in this lecture the basic part of algebra, that is ratio and proportionality. First of all, in this lecture you can find a basic introduction and theory related to ratios and proportionality and comparison of ratios. Then it comes a ratio of inequality, then proportion and componendo dividendo. This is the main important part of today's lecture, and be careful about that, and you have to understood, and it will be very helpful for you in the further cases. Okay, and then there will be might some sorts of examples. Okay, so let's start today's lecture. And yeah, uh, first of all, before starting a question arises in all's mind, that what is a ratio. Yeah, the ratio is simply, you can say, this is simply division. Okay, this is as simply division. It said that a ratio is a comparison of two numbers by division. Okay, comparison of two numbers by division. The ratio of A to B is written as A is to B or A by B. In the ratio A is to B and A is to B, A and B are called the terms of the ratio, where A is the antecedent part and B is the consequent part. Okay, so now you can say that there will be a question structured that you have to divide 100 into two parts, that is 7 is to 13. 7 is to 13. Okay, the question says that you have to divide 100 into 7 is to 13 ratio. So what will be the procedure of this question? So first of all, you have to find the first part, that is 7 is to 13 ratio. The first part will be 100 into 7 by 7 plus 13. This will be the first part, that is equals to 7 plus 30 20, 20 and 100 will be cancelled out. It will be 5 into 7 equals to 35. Okay, and the second part, it will be as 100 into 13 by 7 plus 13. As it is, it will be 13 into 5, that is 65. And this is the second part of this ratio. So 100 can 100 can be part as 65, and a part is 35. This is 35, and this is 65. So this is the 7 is to 13 ratio. Okay, so okay, I think you should all understand. Let's go. The properties of ratio. First of all, in this section there are might be some points. Of First point, it said that in a ratio two quantities are compared, so the quantities must be in the same kind, that is they must be expressed in the same units. Mind it, it is very important that it said that if you are comparing two numbers and or you are taking a ratio, then it will be in same unit or it will be in same kind. Okay, so as you can say that it will be we can compare 10 kg with 20 kg, we can compare it, it is meaningful. But if we compare 10 meter with 20 kg, it is not meaningful. Yeah, this is not meaningful, this is correct. Yeah, okay, and this is said then it said that the order of terms in a ratio a is to b is very important. Yeah, this is right, order of terms in a ratio a is to b is very important, since 2 is to 3 not equals to 3 is to 2. Obviously if you can see that in a terms of in a term you will find 2 is to 3, you can find a part, and if you find the 3 is to 2, you could find a different part which is just opposite to it. Okay, I think you should understand. If 2 is to 3 in part, you can get a part, then followed by if you find the 3 is to 2 part, then it will be the just opposite to 2 is to 3 part. Yeah, so they are not equal to each other. Okay, mind it. Then option C is saying that the value of a ratio remains unaltered if the given ratio is multiplied or divided by the same non-zero quantities. Mind it, this is non-zero quantities. If it said that if a and m are not non-zero, a and m are non-zero real numbers, then a is to b equals to m a is to m b, and a is to b equals to a by m is to b by m. I think you know that 2 is to 9, it can be also written as 4 is to 18. Yeah, it can be written as, and it also can be written as 6 is to 27. I think you should understand. 2 is to 9 into 3 it comes, and 2 is to 9 into 2 it comes. Okay, so as it is in same case, if 4 is to 18 this term is given, then you can write it as 2 is to 9. This is divided by we are dividing by 2. Yeah, so this is only said that in this option C. So you can write as a by m, it can also be written as m a by a m, m b. So m will be cancelled out and a by b will remain as it is, and then you can write it also can be written as a by m by b by m. Those m also be cancelled out and it will be written as a by b. Okay, so point C has covered. And point D, it is said that if the ratio of any two quantities be expressed exactly by the ratio of two integers, the quantities are said to be commensurable and otherwise incommensurable. This is just theory. I think you should understand. So let's go in the next slide. Okay, to divide a number into a parts in a given ratio. Okay, in the first slide you could remember that I have divide 100 into two parts, that is 7 is to 13 ratio. Okay, so the first part I have get that is 100 into 7 by 7 plus 13, that is equals to 35. So same as it is saying that here x equals to, sorry, the second part here it is said that let x be the given number, and the given ratio is x1 is to x2, and capital X is to be divided into two parts such that the value of the first part is to value of the second part will be x is to x1. That is, x is given a number and it will be and the given ratio is x1 is to x2. I have to break x in the parts of x1 is to x2. So In this case we have to it is saying that the value value of the first part, that is vx1 equal is to the value of the second part, that is vx2 is equals to x1 is to x2. Okay, so we can write it as x into x1 by x1 plus x2. Yeah, and for the second part in the previous slide, you can remember that 100 into 13 by 7 plus 13, it can be also written as 65. Okay, so in these circumstances it can be written as x into x2 by x1 plus x2. Okay, I think you should all understood these two parts. So let's go in the next comparison of ratio. It said that let a is to b and c is to d are two given ratios. Okay, a is to b and c is to d are two given ratio. The first part, it is saying that a is to b is greater than c is to d. I can write is a by b greater than c by d. So can I also can write it as a by d ad greater than bc. Simple cross multiplication. Okay, and then for the second point, it is saying that a is to b is less than c is to d. So I can write it as a by b is less than c by d. So it can also be written as ad less than bc. Simple cross multiplication. And the point 3 is saying that a by b equals to c by d. So it also can be written as a d equals to bc. Okay, so a b c and point covered. So d point, it is said that the ratio can also be compared by expressing the ratios as fractions and converting them to a decimal numbers. Okay. And option E, it is said that they can also be compared by converting them to their equivalent fraction and common decimals. So in this parts is only said that I can write a is to b as a by b. This is as simple as that. Okay, let's go for the next part, that is inequalities of ratio. This is not so important. I have take this theories for you in this slide, so take a snapshot from here. Okay, let's go for the next. Proportion, it's very important. Okay, so what is proportion? It is mainly the equality of two ratios is called as proportion. That is we can say that a by b equals to c by d. This is called as proportion. Okay, here also it is said that a is to b equals to c is to d. This is called as proportion. So I can write it as also a is to b equals to c is to d. I can write it, and also I can write it as a is to b whole is to, this is called as whole is to c is to d. Okay, let's see the first. It is said that each quantity a b c and d of a proportion a is to b whole is to c is to d is called as the terms of proportion. Okay, terms of proportion, where a b c and d are respectively called as first, second, third and fourth term, or the proportional of the proportionality a is to b whole is to c is to d. Sorry. Okay, the second part, it is said that the first and the fourth last term are called as the extremes, where a and d, these both are called as extreme, and the second and the third terms are called as means. So b and c are called as means, or you can say it is as middle term. Okay, In a proportion a is to b whole is to c is to d, product of the extreme equals to product of the means. It is said that product of extremes equals to product of means. So here you can write product of extremes. Extremes are a and d, so their product is ad. Yeah, and the product of the means are b and c, so their product is bc. So it is said that ad equals to bc. You know that a by b equals to c, also c by d. So by cross multiplying we can write it as ad equals to bc. So this is also same thing. Yeah, okay, let's go. In a proportional, fourth term is called as fourth proportional of the other three terms. Okay, this is also our theory, so you can know about that. Okay, let's go for the other part, that is componendo and dividendo, the most important topics of today's lecture. Okay, be very careful and concentrate on this part. Okay, let's see. If in the previous slides you can get that you have get that a by b equals to c by d, and the properties of ratio and proportionality you have got that I can write, I can add or subtract or multiply or divide from them, it will remain as it is, the ratios or proportionality. Okay, so I can write it as a by b plus 1 equals to c by d plus 1. Okay, I can write it. So it can be written as a plus b by b equals to c plus d by d. This is called as componendo. Okay, this is called as componendo. So then for the second part I can write is a by b equals to c by d. I can write a by b minus 1 equals to c by d minus 1. Yeah, I can write it. So it can be also written as a minus b by b equals to c minus d by d. So this is called as dividendo. Just remember these things. Only just remember these things. These are very logical, and don't forget about the names of their, that is, this is componendo. Componendo is always positive, and that is, here you can see this is plus, this is also plus. Componendo is positive and dividendo is negative. Okay, this part by using componendo is always will be positive. This part you can find that componendo is positive, you will remember that a plus b there, and if you saw that there is a minus b, then that is dividendo. Okay, so let's go in the other part. So you can find that a plus b by b equals to c plus d by d. This is componendo. And a minus b by b equals to c minus d by d. This is dividendo. So we are dividing these both equation. What will can be find that it will be a plus b by b by a minus b by b equals to c plus d by d by c minus d by d. So this b and b got cancelled out, and this d and d got cancelled out, so we can write it as a plus b by a minus b equals to c plus d by c minus d. This is called as componendo and dividendo. These both are called as componendo and dividendo. So I can write, if in the question, 1 minute, if in the question you could get that a by b equals to c by d structure, you can always you can write it as a plus b by b equals to c plus d by d, or you can write it as a minus b by b equals to c minus d by d, or also you can write it as a plus b by a minus b equals to c plus d by c minus d. Okay, so if in the question you have got this type of structure, then you can also jump on sorry, you can also jump on this, you can also jump on this, you can also jump on this, and also it will be vice versa. Okay, from here you can come here, from here you can come here, from here also you can come here. Okay, I think you all have understood these questions, this concept, and so let's go for practicing some examples. So first question is in front of you. It said that a and b together have rupees 1210 if 4 by 15th of a's amount is equal to 2 by 5 of b's amount, then how much amount does b have? Okay, I am giving just 2 minutes for you. You could find, you have to find these answers. Okay, and you can also pause the video and make the answer in your own copy. Okay, let's have the solution of this question. So first of all, it said that 4 by 15th part of a's amount is equals to 2 by 5th amount of b's amount. 2 by 5th sorry, 2 by 5th of b's amount. Okay, so I can assume that a have x rupees. Okay, so b will have 1210 minus x rupees. Okay, 1210 minus x rupees. So it said that 4 by 15th part of x, that is a's amount, equals to 2 by 5th of 1210 minus x, that is b's amount. Okay, this is the simple equation of this question, and here 5 and 15 it will 3 remain 3, 2 and 4 it will 2, that is 2x by 3 equals to 1210 minus x. So it will that 2x equals to 0363 minus 3x, so 5x equals to 3630. So the value of x will be 3630 divided by 5, that is 7, 13, it will be 236, 726 rupees a have. So we have to find the amount of b have. So it will be b's amount equals to 1210 minus 726, that is 1210 minus 726, it is 484. Okay, so the amount of b is 484 rupees. This is the answer of this question. Okay, I think you should all understand. Let's go for the next question. Okay, I am giving this question, I am writing down that is a very important question, and it can be framed for KVPY, also for NDAC, and also for RMO and PRMO. So it is said that if I am changing the color of the pen. If A by B equals to C by D equals to E by F, then show that A cube B plus 2C square E minus 3A E square F divided by B power 4 plus 2D square F minus 3B F cube equals to ADE by, sorry, this is C, ACE by BDF. Okay, try to solve this question and pause the video and solve this question. Okay. Okay, let's start. First of all, I'm changing the color of the pen. I think, yeah, okay. First of all, you can see that A by B equals to C by D equals to E by F. I can write A by B equals to C by D equals to E by F equals to K. I can assume. Okay, so then you can write as A equals to BK. Okay, A equals to BK. Acha, wait a minute, I am writing this in this second part, in this part. So it is A by B equals to B by C by D equals to E by F equals to K. I am assuming it, so I can write as A equals to BK, C equals to DK, and E equals to FK. Okay, I have found. So in the RHS part, RHS, I can see that ACE by BDF. So I can write A as BK, C as DK, and E as FK, BDF. So B cancel out, D cancel out, F cancel out, so it will be remain as K cube. Okay, then the second part, LHS comes. Here it is A cube B plus 2C square E minus 3A E square F by B power 4 plus 2D square F minus 3BF cube. So it will be remain, this is our okay. LHS, this is mainly we can write A cube B, that is A cube B cube K into B plus 2 C square E. I can write C as DK, so D square K square, and E as FK. Okay, and then 3 A can be written as BK, and E can be written as f square k square, and f is as it is there, divided by b power 4 plus 2d square f minus 3bf cube. So it also can be written as b power 4 k, acha, it will be k cube, b power 4 k cube plus 2d square f k cube minus 3b f cube k cube divided by b power 4 plus 2d square f minus 3b f cube. Okay, you should all notice that if we could take a common k cube from upper part, so it will remains both will cancel out. Okay, so it will be b power 4 plus 2d square f minus 3bf cube divided by b power 4 plus 2d square f minus 3bf cube, and these both will be cancelled out, so it will remains as k cube. So LHS equals to RHS, proved. Okay, I think you should all understand the question. Okay, let's go for the third question. It is in front of you that it said that a sum of money is to be distributed among A, B, C and D in the proportion of 5 is to 2 is to 4 is to 3. If C gets rupees 1000 more than D, what is B's share? Okay, it's an interesting sum. Pause the video and try to solve the question, and then come the solution. So for the solution, you can find a sum of money is to be distributed among A, B, C and D in the proportion of 5 is to 2 is to 4 is to 3. If C gets rupees 1000 more than D, what is the B's share? I can assume that the total amount is X. Okay, so A can get from X, the share of A will be X into 5 by 5 plus 2 plus 4 plus 3, that is 5 to 7, 3, 10 and 14, that is 5x by 14. B's share will be x into 2 by 14, that is x by 7 rupees. C's share will be x into 4 by 14, that is 2x by 7, and D's share is x into 3 by 14, that is 3x by 14. Okay, now it said that according to the question, C gets rupees 1000 more than D. So I can write that 2x by 7 equals to more than 3x by 14 plus 1000. I can write, yeah, I can write. So it will be I can write 2x by 7 equals to 3x plus 14,000 by 14. So it will cancel out, and 4x equals to 3x plus 14,000. 4x equals to 3x plus 14,000, so it will be remains as x equals to 14,000 rupees. So the total amount is 14,000 rupees. So B's share will be, B have gotten uh, B have got x by 7. B have got x by 7. Part of B will be x, B's amount x into 2 by 14, that is x by 7, that is 14,000 into 1 by 7, which will be 2000. This is the answer of this question. I think you should all understand. Okay. Okay, so coming on the next question, it said that the sum of the three numbers is 98 if the ratio of the first to the second is 2 is to 3 and that of the second to the third is 5 is to 8, then the second number is. Okay, first of all, solution is, we are assuming here three numbers, that is a comma b comma c. So the sum of the three numbers is 98. A plus b plus c equals to 98. Okay. So it is mainly said that a is to b equals to 2 is to 3 and b is to c equals to 5 is to 8. So here in both ratios b is common, but the value is not common. Here is 3, here is 5, so we have to made it common. So if in the place of 5 I can write as 5 into 3 by 5 is to 8 into also 3 by 5, it will be 3, and also this part will be 24 by 5. So you can see that here b's part is 3 and also here it comes as b's part also be 3. So we can write as a is to b is to c equals to 2 is to 3 is to 24 by 5. We can write it. Yeah, we can write it. So the part of b, so the second number, we have to find the second number. So the second number is mainly a is to b is to c equals to 2 is to 3 is to 24 by 5. So it can also be written as 10 is to 15 is to 24. Yeah, I can write it. So the value of b equals to 98 into 15 by 10 plus 15 plus 24, that is equals to 19 in 98 into 15 by 10 15 25 25 24, that is equals to 49. 49 it will 2, that is equals to the value of b is 30. Okay, so this is the answer of this question and I am resting my case here. And this is the homework question for you, and hope you have loved this video and understood of the solution, and give me the answer of this question in the comment section so that I can identify you who's are watching this and be regular on this channel. Okay, and be regular on this channel. I will share many contents for class 9th and 10th foundation, as well as for 11th and 12th JEE, I am giving the full playlist in this channel, so for mathematics, so you have to follow this. So here I am resting my case, and thank you for watching this video, and subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for further notification. Thank you. Bye bye.